What's up, guys? I'm Rod837 bringing you another Minecraft live stream. Today we need to finish up this, but at the same time, I want to do a little bit of mining. The acacia. Let's real quick go over here and do this. Alright. Need to do some caving so we can get some stuff. The hoe, we'll take this, I guess, axe. Really? None of them worked. You think that, like, I know, like, it's an older version, or, like, it's a newer version, but, like, holy cow. Just finally switched up jobs, but working 7 days a week. Work some crazy hours. Yeah, I've been working 7 days a week, crazy hours, getting that money. But they just moved us out to a stone job. So I'm getting to lay some stone. It's like we're trying to go for like an ashlar pattern, so where it's like you get different size materials and kind of have to, here, I'll show on this. What, grab a piece of stone. Okay. So you got different pieces of stone, different sizes. So you got I'm trying to think the best way of explaining it. So you got like the small one, and then you got the bigger one, and then you got like the biggest one. Now they can go out further in length, but a ruble pattern is more like a stacked stone looking. More like you're just stacking a bunch of stones together. But ashlar does like a 2-to-1. So let's say this piece right here. So let's say we have this piece of stone is like that big. And then let's say I set a stone that's like that big. Then I'll have this piece. So it's like a 2 to 1. So these two stones make up the height of this one stone. And then you have to have this joint right here be broke up on the next one. You can't have a continuous joint like that, so you actually will shape it. It's real weird. It's a more of like a, when you're laying the stone, you have to, it's like putting a jigsaw puzzle together, and you don't know what it's supposed to look like, and you just gotta find out as you go. It's kind of cool. It's fun to do. I enjoy it. You're not expected to throw a bunch of them in, but at the same time, you gotta try. And there's certain rules to it, like can't put crosses in it, so you can't have a joint that goes up and down, then one that crosses like this. If you do, it has to be like within like 2 inches or something like that. Oh, get out of here. I didn't bring any food, did I? Oh yeah, I got some food. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, let's go into Winnie's house and pass out quick. Yeah. I enjoy it. It's real cool. I've only laid a... why does there have to be 2 babies? Oh. Why is there so many? Gosh. Thank you. Yeah, I'll send you a friend request on Discord. I appreciate the follow. Thank you. Oh, sweet. There's bread. This weekend, I actually have to go and do some side work. Tear out 30... Oh, not 360 brick. And then where this knee wall laces into the person's house, I got to relay the brick back in there so it looks like that knee wall just never existed. Which sucks. I'd much rather actually put another knee wall up because the old one's decaying, but the house was built like I want to say it said like 1950. They have like a little plaque or something like that on the front of their house. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm okay with redoing masonry. I'm not a big fan of taking it away completely, especially because like you put a better quality product back in there. Masonry's gotten a lot better over the years, so. find a place that I can just go? Oh. I'm hoping there's a job that a guy that I used to work with all the time. He pretty much trained me to do my job, but he's doing a job that was, I think it's like 50,000 block or something like that. It's an addition on some school. And hey, thank you for the follow. Hope you're doing good today. I'm doing good. Got off a little bit early from work. Come home, stream some Minecraft. It's always good. We just started not too long ago. Probably about 20 minutes, close to. But it's going good. Oh yeah. Just trying to get some mining done, but I get a lot of just underwater caves in here, and I am not about to sit here and just drown everywhere. I have a gaming laptop that I've had since for probably like about 5 years. It's about the only thing I got in my setup. I got a desk I sit at, but it ain't anything special. I just pretty much do anything that, like, I don't play games a whole lot, but I play it just to let my body calm down from long days at work, so it's a lot better than going out and spending a bunch of money. I don't stream a whole lot, but I like to get more into it, especially when I have like people to sit here and talk to. It's a little bit easier to do it, but I like to do it a lot more. I like to continue playing some Minecraft, and I like to move into Stardew. Of course, that one's underwater. Oh, there we go. Okay, I thought it came to an end. Yeah, I don't get to play games near as much as I'd like to. I normally either stuck working or helping people out. I just got off working. I think I finally got a day off after 28 days working. I'm trying to. I think it'd be cool. Give me something to do a little bit on the side. Give me something else to look forward to when I come home. Lay it on me. I'm willing to listen. The cave's pretty much over. I ain't grabbing copper. Don't mess with that stuff. Alright, I will after the stream. appreciate it. Like I said, I don't know much about the whole streaming thing. I just think it's fun. Alright. Oh, that's just another underwater cave? Probably. Oh, of course it is. Anything over here? That's got a terrible spot for caves. Oh, here's another one. Here's another underwater cave. Ooh. Ooh. This might be promising. I just need a big hole to go into. That's all I need. I'll have to get on Discord after I'm done streaming. I just started a stream. I don't want to end it too early. Big vein of iron. Oh, please don't tell me it's the end of it. Come on. Come on. I feel like I'm about to give this cave some CPR. I'm trying to give it some life. Come on. Oh. No. Anything over here? Dang it. Over here. Now I just need one big cave. That's all I need. Something that goes straight down to deep sleep. Something. Get rid of these cows. Do not like being out here in the middle of the night. Such a bad idea. there. Nope, nope, nope. Don't even shoot at me, skeleton. Okay, let's have that cook up real quick. Okay, we might go down there. I might have to try it. Three more steak. Oh, this is crazy. Today, I actually got a message from my uncle, and I never hear anything from this guy. He seldomly messages me. Like, he messaged me the other day because of my birthday, and he's like, he wished me happy birthday, and I didn't even have his number saved from since I got a new phone like 2 years ago. So I don't talk to him that much. I see him at family events. That's about it, because they live quite a ways. So I get a message from him today that says like, "Are you good?" Question mark. So I was like, oh, maybe like one of my social medias is hacked or something like that. So that's what I assumed. And I'm like just down the road, because like we end up getting a safety meeting about it. But just down the road from where we're at, there was a 22-year-old boy that was in a trench on a construction site and had it cave in. It was an 8-foot deep trench, and the kid ended up dying. So it was nuts, to say the least. We had a whole meeting. We had to stop the whole job site and talk about it. And this is the second time in my 5 years of doing this line of work that I've heard of somebody getting caved in on. I was on a job that somebody was working over the weekend or whatever, and he got lifelined out of the job because a cave-in happened and his legs were trapped in there for so long, so they thought they might have to amputate his legs. It's absolutely nuts. That's stuff like that happens. People try to cut corners. That's like why I'm happy I'm in the union. It's like it's protected for the worker. If something's unsafe, it's like I'm not doing it, and the company can't force me to do it. So it's upsetting a little bit to know that stuff happens out on the job. We had a guy, my current job I'm working on, we've been on and off on that job for like a year. And out of all the people, I think that are there now, I think I'm the one that's been there the longest. Because we had to swap foremans out there because of one of our foremans got kicked off because one of the apprentices wasn't wearing a harness while inside of a boom lift. But they made us go home one day at like 10 o'clock or something like that, because a guy was like helping unload a truck or something like that, and the operator pulled in to get some rebar off the truck and pushed the rebar, and the rebar just rolled and ended up rolling onto the guy. But luckily it was just like he messed up his ankle. Like, it didn't break, no nothing, there was no dislocation. It's just, the way that they explained it is he pretty much rolled his ankle really hard. Is the way that they put it. Which is like, that's a lot better than breaking it. Also, a lot better than like a tube of toothpaste when you're at the end of it and you sit there and start to roll it to get as much of it out as you can before you throw it away. Oh. That was not good behavior by you. Bad behavior. Misbehaving. But yeah, it's crazy. Stuff like that is upsetting, especially like 22 years old. And I know a kid that's like 19, I think he is now. He's been in our field of work for 1 year. And I know he doesn't know a lot. I would feel so upset to like knowing if I told him to go do something and he got hurt. You have to watch people. Even if like people have been doing it for like a long time, you get very complacent and very fast. Like where you may have done this thing a million times, but it's the millionth and one time that you're gonna just say like, I'm gonna try to cut this corner just a little bit, and that's what gets you hurt. You get too used to doing something, and you get hurt in the process, which that's not. It's crazy. it that would hurt my feelings. And imagine getting that phone call of like even like not even a death, but like an injury. Yeah, you gotta. Anytime you're doing something, even if you've been doing it your entire life, just being mindful. Conditions are not always the same. In anything that you do, your conditions change. And when you get used to those conditions being something in particular, that's when you get hurt. That's one thing I do like about my job is like conditions change very often. Like for me in particular, but my job safety wise is either on me or it's in the hand of my laborers. So like if a laborer raises up the scaffold boards and I step out onto my walk boards, so I get two boards to stand on, while labor gets 6 or whatever it is. So if the labor raises up my scaffold boards, if he puts the hangers on wrong, or we had a guy that just in the middle of a raise, somebody, I don't know if it was a miscommunication, but the foreman on the job didn't know that there was a raise going on. And he stepped around the corner and he fell from $3 up. And bucks are 6 foot apiece, so talking 18 feet he fell. And ever since that happened, like, we used to be able to start early. We would work in the dark or whatever. We'd just pull out a bunch of lights and stuff and work with the lights, but like, now we don't do that. Yeah, we don't do that no more. Our owner of company, it's like frowned upon it. And especially, it's not easy for him, the owner of the company, because the guy that fell is somebody that, like, his name is also on the company's name. He doesn't own the company. His family did own the company until, so I work for a company named Brody Campbell. The Brodys own the company now. The Campbells did own half of the company, but when one of the Campbells passed, they went to, like, the last, like, remaining owner or whatever, and it was like it was a by marriage, so it was the girl, she told the Brody guy, whichever Brody it was that tried to buy it off her, she was like, okay, if you keep my 2 sons working, then you can have the company. And I was like, yeah, deal. One of them got out naturally. The other one is the one that fell. So it's just nuts because that guy, like, it'd be hard to know that you could own a company, especially like a $1 million company, and just because your mom doesn't want to work there and just gives it up, he hates that his mom did that. I've talked to him about it. He hates that his mom sold it. Especially because, like, you're talking about bunch of money. Like, you're pretty much setting up the rest of your family for the rest of your life. Multi-million-dollar company. Smart on the Brody side, though. Real smart. You gotta know how to play that angle. Man, that would suck. Like, yeah. Everything my family I married into worked for. I'm just gonna throw it down the drain. That's practically what happened. Just throw it right down the drain. I would at least try to get some money out of it or something, you know, like keep my sons working, and I want, like, profit sharing or something like that, you know, like I want 10%. So whatever the company's bringing in, if they bring in 10 million, I get a million. Or no, yeah. Get 10% wherever they get profit, and that's towards a profit because obviously they got to pay the guys, they got to pay everything. So that's how, like, sometimes they offer that in like some companies. Like foremans will ask for profit sharing. It's not gonna be as high as 10% though. It'll be much lower. At the same time, you couldn't do 10% probably because 10% that's quite a bit. I guess it's better 50% what they got. But we do a lot of restoration and stuff, so I just found out like the other day we do ticket work. So we'll sit there and like charge for labor and material, like, so call it T&M, time and material. But whatever that like our normal price is, like so like if I don't know what my company charges for me to work there for an hour. I know how much I make an hour, but they could they'll obviously mark it up. So like as an example, if I make $70 an hour, they could be like, okay, we're gonna pay him $100 an hour and just pocket that $30 to ourselves. But whatever they charge in that amount, so that $100 that they charge for me or whatever, they would sit there and mark it up afterwards 15%. And that was like their thing that they did, and it's weird. Like there's the job I'm currently working on is they didn't want to do 15% markup on it. Which is like, yeah, okay, you don't want to do it, that's fine. So instead, we started charging them for things that we were using that we wouldn't normally charge them for. So we'd charge them for the material. So if we're laying some block, we'd make them pay for the block, make them pay for our time, stuff like that. Now we're doing like, oh, we gotta get the generator out. We charge them for the generator. If we're getting a cord out, then we're gonna we're charging them for the cord. If we're gonna use water, we're charging them for water. Stuff like that. We nickeled and dimed them because they were like, okay, instead of 15% markup, we'll do 5%. And it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna get my 15% no matter what, so we're gonna nickel and dime you to get your money, like to get the money that we want. It's crazy. It's interesting. I never knew that, but it makes so much sense after knowing. Okay, let's get some more torches. actually tried to get into like the idea of bidding work. I'm starting to get a hang of it. A bunch of guys I work with, I've been asking them a bunch of questions and stuff. And also just not lying to yourself when you try to bid something. Don't try to make it to where don't lie to yourself and say that you do this amount of work. And like a guy I've worked with, he said like a lot of people do that. They think that they can do so much in a day, and they'll tell you that. And then when you work with them, they actually can't. So, which is kind of interesting. I never done that personally. Like, I have an idea of where I am. If I'm trying to get it and trying to do some stuff, trying to work as hard as I can, I know how much I can do. I'm just trying to chill and coast through the day. I know what I'm doing then. Okay, hold on, give me a second. I'm getting the coordinates back pulled up. I got the sticky note. I don't feel like that's it. Okay, there we go. Okay. We don't really have to move that way, to be honest. Like 200 blocks this way. Let's grab these. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna end the stream here, guys. We didn't go for a whole long today, but we got some in. I gotta start getting dinner ready. Started before she gets home in the next like 10 minutes. But if you guys enjoyed and want to see more streams just like this, drop a like, follow, and leave a comment. Let me know. Alright, guys. See you guys in the next live stream. Bye.